If it happens in wrestling, it happens here. This is the Superkick Society. Welcome in, welcome all to this week's episode of the Superkick Society. I'm your host, Cam Sterling, joined by Josh Alderman, and we have a special guest here, our conglomerate, you could say, at Shutter Sports Media. It's the host of the Race Hangover, Austin Terry.
Hello, hello. I'll be mauled if I don't say I'm one of the hosts. There is another one,
You'll
and
never hear the end of it.
if she
No.
watches this back and I take full credit for the show, I'm getting mauled. So
Uh-oh. The resident Lando Norris propaganda spreader.
yeah, I'm the McLaren hoodie on.
Yeah. Had to show up, but had to rep.
Yeah,
Reigning
I have a CM
champion,
Punk
so
shirt
got to
on
do
under
it.
this.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was like, I looked at it, I'm
Thank
like, this.
goodness.
I have no heating in this room, so it's quite cold. So I had to put on the hoodie.
Makes sense. Well, considering we had a jam-packed week and the Elimination Chamber right on the horizon, thought we should get a third mind into this week's episode, try and bounce some ideas off of and see where this week's gonna go. But I got four words to start off this podcast, boys.
Are they toxic, 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 toxic?
You wish. You
Yeah,
wish, Josh Alderman. But
full govy.
it's the classic movie saying, "What's in the box?"
That's four.
Oh,
Okay,
I
good.
yeah, it
Just
is.
just wanted to make
Awesome.
sure.
What are we feeling?
I dude, I don't know. I've only been somewhat like just clips of it, and it's like the most Vince McMahon idea of all time. And I have no idea what to expect in it, and I'm excited. It's got that thing of like it's going to be either really good or a really big disappointment, but it's if it's not a huge return, and then if it's like it has to be someone. If it
Yeah.
isn't someone and it's something that's useless, it's going to be terrible, and nobody's going to trust Triple H again. But I
Gobbledygooker return, anybody?
I saw someone say it like it is giving huge vibes of that.
Anonymous
Okay,
Raw GM return?
hear me out. Hear me out here, okay? So in the box, we're assuming there might be a man, a
Hmm.
man in the box who used that as his theme song in ECW. That's right. Tommy Dreamer's returning to Monday Night Raw, baby.
Oh,
Yes.
bring the extreme.
Run it back.
I love it. What is he, 50, 55 years old, Tommy Dreamer?
Easily.
Maybe 60? Oh, what a guy. Who's his
Pushing it.
first feud?
So
I
that's a
guarantee
deep
you,
cut.
though, it's gonna be promotion for some Netflix movie or show
Yeah,
or something.
something like
It's
that.
given that vibe.
I
Yeah,
really don't know. Like, the only thing that I could see it, the only person I could see it being is Seth Rollins, and he's my prediction for the Masked Man, so that's
maybe
not
it's
going
that Seth
anywhere.
Rollins statue that Sting threw away.
Oh, yes, that'd be great.
Oh,
We still need that back.
That was a
that
deep cut.
that
I have no idea why I remember that, but that was just
I had that going
actually
through
be
my
sick.
brain too, because that was like Sting's debut, which brought it out to the center of the ring and it lifted up, and that was Sting. So
I don't think it was his debut, but it was a
it
surprise.
was it was definitely a surprise. Yeah, it might have been after, because Seth was champion by then, I believe.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it could be a return. I have no clue who it could be. No hints to it. Yeah, there's not much to go off of a wooden box showing
you
up on
just
Adam Pearce's door.
you can just speculate, like
Yeah,
just start throwing names out there and hope you're right.
could literally be anything. Oh, well, on to real storylines off of the box. We got some Elimination Chamber qualifiers to talk about on Raw to end out the episode. Javon Evans entering the Elimination Chamber. I think that's one of the best bookings of the year so far.
saw the I saw the like match card because they posted on Instagram, right?
Mhm.
And I saw Evans, Dominic Mysterio, and Gunter, and I was like, "Oh, this is like the easiest Gunter win of all time." Like this is like, there's no way they're giving it to Dom or Javon. But like, I saw him win it, and it's the right call. You know, you gonna have that one guy who's gonna do something crazy in the Elimination Chamber. Like it just adds a bit more spectacle. He's not gonna win it. There's no way he in hell he wins that. But I think it's I think it was the right call because I think if they shove Gunter too far down people's throats, it'll start like the boos will go from like, oh, he retired John Cena to like, I actually hate this guy, get him off my screen. Like it'll turn from that to that, I think.
Good old X-Pac heat.
Yep. Who doesn't love
Yeah.
some X-Pac heat?
All right. Speaking of the ring general, Austin, I want to get your thoughts after last week's homicide. Uh, is Dragon Lee the next to be retired, or is this setting up something else?
I mean, isn't he like relatively young? Like
He is.
that I know of. I feel like he's like they keep going like the future of Lucha Libre or something. Like he's got to be like 25.
I'm
I
doing a
hope
background check on Dragon Lee right now.
it's not Dragon Lee. Like, granted, I'm indifferent to Dragon Lee. Every time he comes on my screen,
He
I'm
was born in 1995. 30
okay.
years
Still,
old.
still relatively young in a wrestling
Fairly
scene.
Yeah.
young.
So I think I just realized that's a bright spot on my wall. Wow. Um, I think the at some point down the line, a while before you retire someone else, because like they just got lucky with like three people retiring like back to back to back. Um, if I had to call a shout, it'll probably be Orton down the line. But
Ooh, Cam's
like,
not gonna like that.
dude, I love Orton, but like, I want him to go for as long as he can. But at some point, he's gonna call it a day, and they'll have Gunter like kill the Legend Killer. But um, no, it's not Dragon Lee. I wouldn't be mad if it is. Like I've never gotten behind
Yeah.
Dragon Lee. Like it's just a bit bland to me, but I wouldn't mind it. It'd be really funny if it was. I can't lie, but yeah,
I I think where this is leading is Rey Mysterio because I know they're dragging it a little bit. I thought it would be Rey like possibly this week going after Gunther, but I think they're going to give it a bit of a time to rest, give Gunther an actual solid opponent before he ends another career. But I do think Gunther either getting in a brawl with Dragon Lee or having a fight with Dragon Lee will end up bringing Ray into the storyline since LWO ties Ray nearing retirement. Even though I think Dom should do it,
Oh yeah.
I think Ray is definitely, if there is another career to be ended by Gunther, it would be Ray.
yeah. I think like it, not like almost wrestling law. It has to be Dom to do it,
Yeah,
but like I feel like if they don't get Dom to do it, it's a very big missed opportunity because I feel like even Ray wants Dom to do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's like I don't think he just wants Gunter to do it based on nothing. Like yeah, like Ray and Cena were buds at some point probably. Like I don't think if they do go with Gunter, I'm very surprised for that, and I think they're just trying to add it so they can put it like on the back of a shirt like a tour date. Like
Oh man,
Unreal.
death dates to all the retirees by
yeah, no, because
Gunther.
there was a Randy Orton like Prime Legend Killer one where he had like 4 days on like the day he like killed the legends on each one of them and like had their names on it. Like it's a sick shirt. I'm pretty sure my dad has it or something, but I mean, someone's gonna pull that off and it like exists.
Yeah.
But
All right, real talk now. We've got you on the pod. We've got to bring up the topic. It's your topic. It's your specialty. Let's talk about Pin Balor. Is he going to
nah,
pull
nah,
through?
nah. We're not starting it like that. No way. Put some respect on the man's name, bro. I'm not answering no questions until you call him his real name.
Finn Balor, I'm sorry.
Let's get your thoughts on Finn Balor and where his match with CM Punk's going to go, possibly some future crumblings in the Judgment Day. Uh, where's Finn Balor going in the next month?
Being the Continental Championship. That's where he's going. He's being used as a filler for Roman Reigns' time off.
Yeah.
Um, so because there's no way Punk can carry 6 weeks of just talking to the crowd and nothing happening. While Roman shows up maybe 3 times. He's something's got to happen in between, and they're just using Balor and the Judgment Day's eventual end to do it. But I think he'll take the loss at Chamber, unfortunately. I really hope it's not clean. I hope like Judgment Day try and interfere and like mess with Balor, um, just to have it actually lean into the storyline. Because if he just loses clean, that does nothing for him or the storyline at all. So I think Dom probably costing him, and then him and Dom for the IC title at Mania is my long term prediction for him. But I want to see a world title on him at least some point this year.
I completely agree. I think that keeps Finn Balor on the track to be the good guy coming out of the Judgment Day, keeps Dom as a slimy heel, sets up that feud. It also keeps Finn in sort of a winning state without taking the title. Doesn't shed bad light on him match quality wise. But CM Punk's not losing in Chicago. It's impossible. Um, but yeah, I also think if Finn does take the IC title belt, that sets up Dom to just go fight Ray because to end that
Hmm.
career if they don't choose Gunther to do that. And yeah, I am in the same boat. There's no chance in a million years that Finn Balor comes out with the title in the chamber.
Imagine how crazy it'd be though.
That'd
Like
be nuts.
imagine he does
That'd be
like out
nuts.
of the chamber, and then there's just that like he would 100%. If he does come out of it, he drops it almost immediately before
Yeah.
WrestleMania, because there's no way they'd risk Punk and Reigns at Mania to insert Finn Balor into it. As much as I'd want that, it's not happening.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a shame. All right, real talk. It's time to go to the real home of professional wrestling, NXT. Oh dear God. Let's talk about NXT.
There's not much going on there.
Then help.
I'm
I thought
so
I
disconnected
thought you
from
were about to
NXT.
say that the NXT parking lot was the home of professional wrestling because we see the
It's a
NXT parking
graveyard at
lot
this
once
point.
again. But yeah, it's a graveyard down there to say the least. Joe Hendry and Ricky Saints, the new NXT feud, NXT Championship feud. What a shock. So the only two contenders who can even hold the belt right now, other than Tony D'Angelo, who they're giving squash matches to. Genius move, if you ask me. But there's there's really not much going on.
There's not much going on. Like
Usually there's a
NXT.
storyline. Like
Yeah,
there's usually a
Yeah.
storyline that's like, okay, you can follow this up. But since they like sent all their talent up to the main roster, there's like nothing. They need to sign some like indie guys and girls with like some hype
oh,
that
maybe
like
Powerhouse Hobbs would have fit that NXT roster. Hmm.
Hmm.
Have you seen Royce Keys on the main roster more than once since he
Who?
came?
Who?
Who?
I completely forgot he was in the Rumble. Like, I was like excited for it. I was like, oh yeah, sick, he's
Hmm.
in the Rumble. Wasn't
Man.
there? Doesn't he have like a? Wasn't there like something with like a contract dispute or something? Like, I don't know the full
He
details,
signed
but
his
like, there was,
contract,
I was gonna
if
say,
I'm
wasn't there
not
something? I don't know.
mistaken.
Yeah,
Like
like there's no issues with it. He is
he's got the name
clean
change.
cut
That
free from AEW. He's
yeah,
got no strings to hold him down. He is WWE.
WWE. Like And what's he done? Nothing.
I hate when they don't have things for someone they
He,
bring in. Like they
he'll,
try so
yeah.
desperately to bring someone in, and it's like at least have creative plans for them, like
Mhm.
immediately. Don't just have them
You
sit
would
there and be
think.
wait for it.
He eliminated former world champion Damian Priest, and now Damian Priest is more likely to be in a tag team with R-Truth than to fight Royce Keys.
Royce Key's future Andre the Giant Memorial Battle
Oh,
Royale winner.
100%. Like
You
1,000%.
see the vision,
he's on that Madcap Moss career.
Oh,
man. Oh man,
that's a
Cat
throwback I
Moss.
didn't need.
He's on that
Oh,
Rick Boogs type career.
Actually enjoyed Rick Boogs.
no
The
disrespect.
only match I
Yeah.
remember watching of his was that like Mania one where he like tore everything in his knee.
Yep.
But
His last one.
yeah, but that was I enjoyed his gimmick somewhat. It was just like an edgier Elias, I guess. Like
Yeah. But like it's not even like they're talentless in NXT. They're just not showcasing the right talent. They put Blake Monroe in a speed tournament.
Yep. We got Mariah May in the speed
One
tournament.
of the greatest feuds of 2025. Now she's just facing Thea Hale in the first round of the speed tournament in NXT.
Shawn
that
Michaels is on speed. Breaking
oh
news, folks.
Blake Monroe
Sources
shouldn't
are
even
saying.
be on NXT. This is ridiculous. Now she's
so
literally
and
on the
Blake.
lower level of NXT.
So and Blake are like trapped down there because there's like
Oh,
they get promoted to the main roster. There is no one carrying that division.
It's
And
over.
they have to almost sit there until somebody gets big enough where they
yeah.
go, okay, we're going now. Because
They're
they
trying to do it with Jada Parker, but Jada Parker can't wrestle.
No.
She's over with the crowd, which is awesome, but like, man, she's sandbags.
Jey Uso type situation over there. But
Yeah. And Izzy Dame's looking good. She's been doing well in her North American title reign, but like JC Jane's leaving soon. Zarya's probably leaving soon. Or Zarya could be the new face of the women's division once Sol Ruka leaves, if they spin
yeah,
that correctly. But yeah, there
That's it.
really isn't much going on.
what's Tatum Paxley doing nowadays?
I think she's in a feud with Izzy
She
Dane.
was.
Oh yeah, I remember that
She
at some
brought a
point, but
chainsaw out one night and then just left.
There's something there.
Um, there's
I
she's yeah
There's
feel like the one
she's
that they
there.
should
yeah
probably be
she's there.
focusing on building up because like the fans love her from what I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she can actually wrestle from what I've seen. So I think
Yeah.
they should really be focusing on her, especially because every time she gets an opportunity, they keep screwing her in terms of like when she was like about to be promoted with Gigi Dolan to like the main roster, and then
Yeah.
they just cut her. Like,
I'm
like
still
still
looking
No.
for
mad
that
about.
Kendall Gray push.
I enjoyed that tag team, and I'm like really mad. I also enjoyed like Toxic Attraction. They were like
Hmm.
really good. I get why that ended and everything, but I didn't think that JC Jane would be the last one left in that group.
Yeah.
That like blew my mind. But she's doing well for herself, so congrats to her. But yeah,
I think we've talked enough on NXT. That's about
Thank you.
all the airtime it deserves. But we got a big return on Dynamite, eh? Thunder
Yeah. It
Rosa back on AEW television. I'm excited to see where she goes. She was a staple.
was the early days. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think there's a new role for her, and that's sort of like gatekeeper, where
Mm.
you got this, lovable crowd loves her baby face who's awesome in the ring, pretty solid on the mic. You can just put her in a feud with whoever's the next one up, and in this case, it's Tekla. You want to make Tekla look like a monster heel, put her up against Thunder Rosa, let them have an absolute banger match.
Yeah.
There you go. That's how you get someone over, and really, it's not gonna hurt Thunder Rosa's stock. She's already got, the title wins, the big moments at the big shows. There's not too much left for her to do in AEW, so this is just about the right role for her.
I love that idea. Then it's kind of like what WWE did with John Cena's heel run this past year. Just throw him against Randy Orton, get the train rolling. It's kind of like with Tekla's first World Championship run. You just got to get it rolling. You could run back stat, but you don't need to.
Not
I
so
say just
soon.
make it brand new. Give Tekla a solid run that can last a while, and you put her up against one of the biggest names of the AEW women's division in its history in Thunder Rosa, and
Yeah.
that'll definitely get the ball rolling for Tekla.
Now, we've had some great discussions about Hangman Adam Page in the past. I'm a little concerned about this week
Yeah.
because he pulled a Cody. You never go full
Oh
Cody.
no.
You never go full
Nope.
Cody.
I know
Now,
Cody left, but you don't need a new Cody.
for context, uh, during the early days of AEW, Cody Rhodes, in a match that was already signed, already set up with Chris Jericho, decided, hey, by the way, I know we already have this match signed, sealed, it's going to happen, but also, just to add something fresh to it, if I lose, I can never challenge for the AEW World title ever again. No matter who's champ, no matter what year it is, can't do it. And he lost
Hmm.
and stayed out of the title picture for the rest of his AEW tenure when he should have been in the title picture for the rest of his AEW tenure. And it absolutely killed all of his momentum and led to some really, really weird stuff. The Cody verse, if you know, you know, absolute madness. And I'm really worried that the same thing's going to happen to Hangman here because he implied, heavily implied, that he's doing the same thing in this match against MJF. And I don't know how to feel about it.
Surely it
This
sets
is
up a heel turn.
yeah.
Like it say he loses, MJF wins, whatever. Surely he just sets up a heel turn down the line where he just goes, "Nah, that was the old me. I'm challenging." Like there's ways around it. Wrestling never makes
Yeah.
sense. Like there's ways around stipulations that like people like AJ Styles would come back as like a masked man and like
Yeah.
everyone would be perfectly fine with it. Like nobody would care. So that stipulation is like the Dolph Ziggler career on the line thing. Where like he's gonna win because he's too
Oh,
young
yeah.
to
Yeah.
retire.
Okay,
Um,
the only way I could see this making sense is with the developments at the end of the show. Spoiler alert, Swerve Strickland, brutal heel turn. We're
Hmm.
getting to see that side of Swerve again, as if it ever went away. I think, I think the only way that this makes sense, Hangman loses, MJF moves on, Swerve takes the title back, runs rampant over AEW, just destroys everyone in his path, monster heel, kind of like how Hangman was in his heel run, and then you got Hangman, trying to be a man of his word, never say die babyface,
Yeah.
finally has to go back on his word to put down the big bad, and it continues the Hangman Swerve rivalry. That is the only possible way this can work. Otherwise, it's a little concerning because there's no way MJF's dropping the title this early.
No. Way too soon.
We
Do you
mentioned
think
it.
like
We mentioned it before, but it's probably just going to be Osprey at Wembley. That
yeah.
is what makes sense. They're kind of holding it, keeping the plate warm, saving that seat at the table for Osprey to come back, take the title at
Yeah.
Wembley. MJF just can't lose on the way
Then
there.
Osprey Fletcher. Giving
Yep.
Fletcher his first main roster. So yeah, get us in the booking room at AEW right now. We'll
Get us in
Tony
save
Khan,
every
it.
booking
please.
room.
But I could definitely see the Swerve Maniac heel run destroying the entire roster. Like I don't know if this has been talked about yet, but is there any possibility of AEW bringing in a second major title like WWE has?
I
Probably
mean, they
not,
got enough
right?
titles as is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess they're getting all the IWGP titles and CMLL coming in, MLP now coming in.
Big ups
yeah.
to
I
So
think
I
MLP.
if
guess
they've
not,
got
but
they got enough indie titles to the point where
yeah,
they can just kind of be like, oh, this one is also really big. And
Hmm.
just
yeah.
pretend that
When
someone's
in doubt.
bigger than they probably should be, and then
Uh,
just stick it on one of you guys.
Like I know that's
yeah.
what they tried to do with the Continental International kind of title, and then it
They
got
just feel like
split
mid
up.
cards.
It got split up again. Now,
Yeah.
hopefully, with this Takeshita Mox feud, Takeshita takes the Continental title, and then him and Okada have a fight, reunite the titles one more time, and then it stays that way because we don't need any more titles. And that can maybe be your 1B. I don't know. It's hard to say.
It's it's classic you like backing yourself into a corner with the storyline. It's a lose-lose in my opinion. Either MJF loses the title or Hangman just goes into purgatory. I
You
mean,
never go full Cody.
yeah, you can't. Only Cody can go full Cody.
Now, speaking of
And
Cody, transition time. We're on to Friday Night SmackDown. Cody showing some heel signs. The heel turn that he
mm,
should have done in AEW when he could never challenge for the title again. He's finally showing some signs. Codelander is back in action. Maybe we're seeing a more ruthless edge from him. What do you guys think?
we saw a pretty ruthless edge from Sami Zayn, but then he apologized like a classic Canadian. So uh, had some hope there, but I definitely think this is going towards heel Cody. I don't know who he'd fight out of all the feuds he has going on right now. Fatu hates him, Sammy hates him, Drew hates him, Randy still has to fight him. So like
All the roster seems to just not like Cody and like kayfabe at least. Like
well,
none of them are fond of Cody. Only like Sami Zayn is, or
just
like ultimate
j
baby faces who are like
let's
I
let's
respect Cody Rhodes.
let's do a ladder match at WrestleMania with Cody Rhodes' contract at the top.
Custody of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man.
But
In
there's just so many options, so I really don't know where
I
he's gonna
mean,
go.
it's gotta be someone that can easily play the foil to heel Cody, someone that's got those personal ties. So either Randy or Sammy. That is what would make sense. If they go with Fatu, then like
I don't know how that's gonna
it's a
work.
bit more rough there.
If only Fatu found his way into the Elimination Chamber.
Hmm.
Could have solved so many things.
I think face Randy Orton against the heel Cody Rhodes is a waste of time.
Yeah.
That is the most roles should be flipped of all time. There
Hmm.
is no universe where Cody Rhodes is as interesting as a heel Randy Orton. I know Orton every time he comes back has to do his long ass run as a babyface, because no one's gonna boo him if he comes back from an injury. Like
Yeah.
he's one of those guys where like he has to come back as a face, but like
Yeah.
Cody at some point has to turn heel, or else he's not John Cena level where he stay face his entire time.
No.
No, nobody is. Well, but there I think we all realized that was a mistake for Cena. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, it has to be a heel Orton. I have
It's
no interest whatsoever
yeah.
in a face Randy Orton
It's getting to
feud against
2015
Cody.
Roman Reigns type
Yeah,
Hmm.
hero where
yeah.
we're sick of it.
Turning heel was the best thing. Well, at least not even himself, the company for Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it, he took them to new heights, turning heel.
I
Will
also
Cody
didn't
do that?
realize how useful Paul Heyman could be to Roman Reigns as well.
Mm,
Because we knew he was a star, but Paul Heyman saved his promo work. Like, it got him on a road to where he could actually have some expression and have some emotion in his promos. and I think that totally saved the character of Roman Reigns. But I don't know, man. Heel Cody is going to be weird unless they put him up against the right guy.
Yeah. Now, on to some very sad, unfortunate news. Kit Wilson was found dead in the middle of the ring. Obafemi, that felon, that wanted criminal,
Hey,
homicidal maniac
don't you
Obafemi.
dare. That's the ruler you're talking about.
Let us have a moment of silence for Kit Wilson. It's okay. Go on. Please continue the podcast.
One too many poems by that fucker. So,
I love every segment
oh,
that
I
Kit
love
Wilson
it.
is in.
Oh yeah.
I
I
love
I loved
it.
Pretty Deadly NXT. I was a huge fan of Pretty Deadly the entire time, and them just giving him a platform to just do what he almost what he wants is the best thing they honestly could have done, and I'm so glad it
Hmm.
happened.
It's been a while since they've had like this level of a meme jobber that actually gets over with the crowd.
Yeah.
Like probably since Santino Marella with that this level of popularity. And like, oh my God, it's just so good. But Obafemi belongs in so much better.
Yeah. Even I'll admit it. Yeah, you need to do something bigger and better with Obafemi. I know we're just
Yeah.
tying it over until Mania, until Lesnar decides to rock up from his farm in Saskatchewan. Until he decides to show up, nah, this ain't it.
This ain't it, man. We did see Obafemi look at Rusev on Raw.
Yeah, we did see that.
Not a bad match. Rusev is a jobber nowadays, which is
Yeah.
crazy to say, but I wouldn't mind that match. It'd be a good match. I don't know how big of a scale it would be, but it would be better than straight Kit Wilson squash matches, in my opinion.
I'm
I mean, look,
I'm always down to see big meaty men slapping meat. Like, um, that's
That
now here's a
this
guy who
guy
knows
this guy
ball.
watched the show.
This guy
yeah.
knows ball.
Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. Like, as a feud to just get him to the next level at some point, but yeah,
Yeah, seriously, just make him like the big game hunter, big meat hunter,
Mhm.
and have him go after the biggest guys, like the strongest, the roughest, the toughest.
Have him go after that biggest meat.
oh
Hmm.
man, the big meat hunter, that's unreal.
That's gonna be clipped out of context. Big meat hunter. God damn it.
Obafemi, the big meat hunter's first target is Kit Wilson. Oh man, that's not
Oh
even the
man.
rest of SmackDown. We got two Elimination Chamber qualifications.
All right, so picking things up with Elimination Chamber, we got two more folks qualifying, Trick Willie and the surprise of the night, Kiana James. Are we still going with this Kiana James push in the Big 26? What are we thinking?
Crazy Royal Rumble attempt. Put her name on the map. I haven't seen or heard a lick of personality out of her. So, I think she's going to be the Javon Evans of that match to make it a bit more exciting, a bit more fast paced. Not a huge contender, even less of a contender than Javon Evans is.
Mhm.
But yeah, you got to have someone like that in the match. We've seen that for a few years now. Um, the big one being Montez Ford a couple years ago. Shout out defensive end Montez Sweat.
Just sweat on a crazy pool.
But Montez
My
Ford,
God, King, it's Montez Sweat's music.
but we've been seeing this for a couple of years now with just lower card guys with fast-paced skills, just lifting the skill up a little bit in the Elimination Chamber, and I think Kiana James could do that.
Yeah, I think she had a really good time in the Royal Rumble. Got some big moves, some big spots in. Definitely a lot of potential there, but character-wise, personality-wise, still needs some polishing, but it's
She's a gimmick
definitely a
away from being a star.
yeah, a
It,
good wrestler.
yeah, yeah. So, I mean, it'll come hopefully. Like they kind of put her into a strange situation with the whole Julia's.
Oh,
What is it? Personal assistant? What is it?
Manager,
What is
personal
the actual title?
assistant,
I know there's an actual
intern,
title.
something like
concierge,
that.
something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. It's a strange spot there because
Sidekick.
Julia's like an unbelievable wrestler. So
Yeah.
you put them in a match, like if they tag at any point, it's like Julia's just gonna outshine majority of people in the match. It's if they wanted like someone on the mic next to Julia, they probably should have put someone who's better on the mic than Kiana James is.
Yeah.
Um, but
I
like
also think it's doing a disservice to Julia because, like, Kiana James is so good in the ring that she sometimes outshines Julia. That's not good for Julia at all.
yeah,
To
it's a
have
strange
somebody with
pairing.
no personality outshine her in the ring, that is, it's
I
not good for either of them.
From day one, I was like, this isn't
I
gonna
never
last
understood
or
it.
isn't gonna.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's like I'm not sure anyone like sees Kiana James and Julia on their screen and goes, "Yes, I've waited all week to see Kiana James and Julia." No, I'm a big fan of Julia. Don't get me wrong;
Yeah.
like she's unreal. I like one of my favorite female wrestlers right now. But there's just nothing exciting going on there. You saw the first U.S. title reign tank, but I don't like. I get you kind of got to put a title on Julia to like have her be a big dog, but I don't get any of it. I don't get like Kiana James by herself when that eventually happens will probably be decent if she can figure out a gimmick. But once that, oh, I mean, until that happens, no interest on this side whatsoever.
Well, on the other side, we got Trick Willie coming into the match, which I
That's some
think it's going to cause
personality.
some problems.
Yeah.
I love it.
No complaints. Like no
No,
notes, no nothing. That is just a good pick.
Yeah,
textbook pick out of Nick Aldis. But that pretty much wraps up this week in wrestling. It was jam-packed week. A lot of setup for the Elimination Chamber. Big setup on the side of AEW. But with our special guest, you may have noticed a bit of an accent. And in support of our British fella,
Oh, well.
our Mount Rushmore
no.
is our top four favorite British wrestlers. Austin's brought four, Josh has brought four, and I brought four. Who would like to kick us off?
I think, guests honors. Austin, lead us off.
So it's favorite, right? It's not like who I just think is the best
Oh
all
yeah,
the time.
favorite.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's favorite.
Whatever you
Okay,
want. You're the guest.
okay. I'm going. There's four of them, right? I don't look at Mount Rushmore all the time. It's four
Hmm.
people, right?
British
This
guy
Um,
man
doesn't know
does
Mount
not know
Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore
That's
ball.
fine.
I'm going William Regal for one of them. Big fan. My dad's a big fan as well. Like it's just quality wrestler, quality character as well. Um, at two, I'm going Pete Dunne. I
Mm.
say will defend the bruiserweight until I die. If that gimmick gets over at some point, once they get him out of the actually, I don't want to give away the identity, but once he reappears, unbelievable. I'm
Once he comes back from sabbatical.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That match with Gunter at Water in NXT was
Hmm.
unbelievable.
Oh
It's
yeah.
one of my favorite matches of all time. I just think like unbelievable wrestler. The bruiserweight gimmick can get over, I believe. It's just they've got to do something with it. Like because Gunter got over by having great matches. Just throw Pete Dunne in there with Dragunov, throw him in there with all, and just actually have him win some. Don't just So it's going to turn into a romp. But
I
don't
thought he
just
had
have
something
him
going
like
with the
go
brawling
in there.
brutes, but like they shut
Yeah.
that down real quick.
Well, honestly, he's been doing the fail from the start, calling him Butch, and then
Oh,
like, it's
Ooh,
miserable. But Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight, whether it's current or, but I'm going to go with NXT bruiserweight because
love
that
it.
is his ultimate form right now. Um, three, I'm going Will Ospreay. Huge Will Ospreay fan. I just think he's a great wrestler. His mic work obviously needs a bit of work, but you can look past it if you're that good of a wrestler. Just enjoyed him for whatever company he's been in. And last is a certain gimmick, Bad News Barrett. It's that Wade Barrett, not
Love
just
it.
Wade
okay,
Barrett, not
okay.
Nexus Wade
I'm
Barrett,
afraid
Bad
I've
News
got
Barrett.
some bad news.
That was a great gimmick. I was in London watching, like, I went to a Raw in London and they brought him out on it, and it was just like he got a crazy pop. It was like unbelievably, like, it was an unbelievable pop for him, and I enjoy him on commentary. He's a great commentator as well.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's my top four.
Not too bad. Hot start, hot start.
Hmm.
I'll take things from here. I've got William Regal, of course, as you mentioned, just really solid in the ring, a textbook kind of wrestler, back to basics, no holds barred, just fantastic all around. As a character worker, second to none, honestly.
Yeah, I
In
forgot to
terms of like,
mention great comedy character as well.
yeah,
He was a great comedy character.
like he can switch from being this, terrorizing heel, just vicious, brutal to drinking tea with Santino just like that. It's just that easy. And he does it so easily, not to mention his work as NXT general manager and for a very brief period, a manager over in AEW. Just really great work no matter what role he's in, where he's gone. He's got to make my top four. Now, this isn't in any particular order, but right off the dome, I got to mention Paige. Definitely an innovator of the last, 2 decades. Fantastic in the ring. Has always had that kind of it factor around her where you just can't help but watch. No matter what the match is, no matter what the era, whether it be Divas, Women's Revolution, anything, you just can't help but watch on. She's got that it factor, that drawing power, not to mention great in the ring. So big ups to Paige, everything she's been through and has come out even stronger from it. Now, I want to give a big shout out, and he really gets overlooked in the passage of time. The work that he's done for developing moves, developing techniques, and bringing styles over to North American soil. I'm talking about Nigel McGuinness. His
Oh
work in
man,
ROH, peak, just those brutal battles with Danielson. I mean, you could go on for days about all the technical skills that he brought to North America and really helped introduce that British catch style to American audiences in his work in ROH. You can't say enough about the guy. So underlooked, or yeah, overlooked, underrated in the passage of time, just kind of gets looked over. Just doesn't get the recognition that he deserves for putting on these banger matches, for bringing that style over to America and really helping popularize it in the 2000s. Really bringing it to the mainstream in a time where wrestling was evolving to new heights, and injuries cut his career short. Great. He just became one of the best commentators of the 2020s, the 2010s included. His work on NXT UK, can't give enough praise to it. Just fantastic all around. And then rounding out the list, speaking of technical workers, you don't really have to say much. No notes needed. Zack Sabre Jr. Just
solid pick.
phenomenal in the ring.
Arguably the best wrestler on the planet. Not much more to say.
Like at any point in his career, in contention for best in the planet, best technical wrestler. He's got to be in the top five of all time. It's just absurd the stuff that he can pull off. And whether that be as like a henchman for heel factions in New Japan, whether that be leading his own faction, main eventing Wrestle Kingdoms, or putting on classic matches in the UK, in Europe, the guy can just do it all. He's got to make my Mount Rushmore.
Well, comes down to mine. I want to give a big, small shout out. Small shout out to Nathan Frazier. I've loved the work of Fraxium in the last year. Puts on five-star matches every time. Should have a bigger role in the SmackDown Tag Team division, but still a little quick shout out for Nathan Frazier. Will Ospreay, I have on my list as well, along with Zack Sabre Jr., arguably one of the top five best wrestlers on the planet right now. AEW's missed him for the last few months, but anywhere he goes, he's a superstar. As we mentioned, he's almost a shoe-in to be the next AEW World Champion when it goes to Wembley. But yeah, can't really go wrong with Will Ospreay. Now, next on my list, going with a fairly underrated superstar. I'm going Jamie Hayter. I love me some
Oh,
Jamie
Okay.
Hayter. She's such a bruiser in the AEW women's division. I want her to get a championship run in the future. Let Tekla have it for a little bit, but I could see her being in the picture once her new tag team, the Brawling Birds, kind of pans out and they get back into the title contention. But she's just such a good wrestler. She's so dynamic. She's so tough. Jamie Hayter puts on bruising matches. I love it.
we
Next, yo,
no,
go on,
no,
Austin.
no, 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 no. I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go in next before I like say something and it might be exactly what you're gonna say.
Perfect. Well, my third wrestler, not necessarily right now. I don't love his henchman role as of right now, but possibly the only good thing to come out of the WWE Cruiserweight division. I'm going Pac or
Mm,
Adrian Neville. His work with Death Triangle was fantastic. His work as the main guy on a promotion, no matter how small it was, being 205 Live, was phenomenal. Um, he really lifted that division up when it had nothing, and he got rewarded with some solid screen time in AEW when he left, having his own faction, showing up with Ray Phoenix and Penta, which was absolute gold. I don't love his role with the Death Riders. It's pretty generic. Doesn't say a lot. I would like him to get more of a role in the future. I think he's one of the most underrated wrestlers right now, as far as technical ability combined with high flying. He's just so talented that he doesn't belong in a henchman role. And then finally, one of the biggest risers. I'm surprised he didn't make any of your lists. Going with the X Division champion, Leon Slater.
mm.
Leon
Mm.
Slater has been gold as of late. Probably going to be a WWE superstar in the very near future. Um, you could say he already is right now with how many matches he's had on the roster and how good they have been. But he's really part of that new revolution of high flying wrestlers, along with Javon Evans. Really, how do I say it? Like, it's a really cool style that I haven't seen before. It's such a good mix that he's just got to make my list. He's so cool.
We we all 100%. I'm gonna give him a shout. We all 100% just snubbed Drew McIntyre.
He
Yeah.
was on my list. You
You
guys
want
weren't
yeah.
saying UK guys. I didn't hear Finn Balor come out, so I
Whoa,
wasn't
whoa,
sure if
whoa,
Drew
whoa.
would
You watch your mouth. Ireland is not part of the UK.
You're getting into a bag of worms there.
He's Northern Ireland, isn't he?
He's Irish.
He's
He's
Northern Irish.
Republic of Ireland.
I think he's.
Did I mess this up? I thought he was from Belfast.
Oh, look at this man.
Bray County Wicklow.
Oh, I'm a Finn
Yeah,
Balor
he's
fake.
actually. I would have said Finn Balor like number one if it was British wrestlers, but like
Why'd
yeah,
they go?
you're
Why'd they go
opening a can of
way?
worms there.
Why'd they go way
Cam.
in to him being a hometown guy in Belfast?
He was always
Now
going to
here's
get
a
a good
guy
reception there.
who
Yeah.
Ugh.
failed his geography class.
Hey, I know geography. I just don't know Finn Balor geography.
Shame on you.
So
Yeah.
nobody said Scottish people either. So big whoop.
Yeah, I had I had two lists. I had a favorite one and I had a best of. I had McIntyre and best of.
Yes. I
Um,
had Drew. Drew was on the border with Pac, so I do not want any Drew slander. He was on my list. I changed it when nobody said Scottish people.
I
Drew
I also had
McIntyre would have made my list.
I had honorable mentions. I had Paige in the honorable mentions. I also had Finley in the honorable mentions because that is Northern Ireland.
Yes.
Yep,
Even
that
by
counts.
technicalities, well, it counts. But yeah, no, just like unreal graps to come out of the UK, and they're still coming out, as you can see with Leon Slater. So it's exciting for the future, at least
Still
for British
rolling.
wrestling.
All right.
Well,
Now, with Mount Rushmore out of the way, it's on to a relatively new specialty segment. We broke it out for the Royal Rumble predictions on, coincidentally, our last interview podcast. It's a working title, but it's Predict the Winner of the Gimmick Match. Put that on a t-shirt. So,
I
Oh,
was
we
not aware of this new segment name, Josh.
whoa. We had it with
This
the one
did
and only
not
Hunter
get the
Bush and Petch.
trademark.
Yeah, we got to get that trademarked. Get it on a shirt. Shutter Sports Media. You know where to find us. And yeah, that's the working title. We had Royal Rumble predictions on our last interview podcast. This just so happens to come right before Elimination Chamber. So I want to hear everyone's picks. Who is going to win the men's? Who's going to win the women's? Just to set the stage, I'll lead things off. I think just to throw a wrench in things, make it interesting, Alexa Bliss wins the women's chamber. Just to make it interesting because really
There's no interest.
it's just a weird field where
Yep.
there's enough people that could win to the point that it just doesn't make sense if anyone wins, which you can't have the match finish like that. You know, Triple H probably would do that, but I digress. I think,
You
yeah,
probably
just to
give the
throw a
women's
wrench in
chamber
it.
to Cody Rhodes.
Just to throw a wrench in it, though,
Yeah.
maybe we do see a triple threat, Charlotte versus Jade versus Bliss at Mania. Honestly, I don't see why not. Just make it fun. And then for the men's, it can't be anyone else. If it is not LA Knight, yeah, we are doing something wrong here.
I
Like,
am so tired of LA Knight. I've been so tired of him for years. It's a
no.
terrible gimmick. He's a Mike Merchant. Yeah, he's decent in the ring, but that in no way requires a push. Every single chance he's got, it's just been not a main event guy, and they keep trying to force him into the main event picture. I'm so tired of LA Knight. I'm so tired of him. I'm tired of that stupid catchphrase. I'm done with it. If he wins, I'm done watching wrestling. If he wins the Elimination Chamber, I'm done watching wrestling.
One, I'm gonna hold you to that. Two,
Yeah.
folks, this is Austin Terry's first and last appearance on the Superkick Society podcast. Oh man, that's a hot take. You know what? Just for
LA
that,
Knight
Austin,
slander was not agreed to.
this was not agreed to.
Years. It's like I've been sitting there watching
This
LA
was
Knight
not in the Superkick
into
Society
WWE
agenda.
events, and I just like he comes out and I sit there shaking my head. I've never got on board with it. I don't like the gimmick. I like. Bro seems like a lovely guy, but I
Now
can't get on board with
let me ask you one question though. Are you a yeeter?
it. No,
Okay, good.
no.
Just want to make sure.
Run it back.
Left in the qualifiers for both sides because it's not full yet. There's what like two, three in there already.
Five, five are in there.
Oh,
I think
five!
waiting
Wow.
on one more, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have no idea what
I'm
the like
unaware
full
of
slots
what
are.
that match is. Have they announced the sixth men's qualifier?
Let's do our homework.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not too
believe they
sure.
have. They announced the women's qualifier on Raw. That is Raquel Rodriguez, Kairi Sane, and Io Sky. So they will battle it out for the final spot in the women's chamber. But I don't believe they've released the sixth and final men's match. It's Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, Trick Williams, and Javon Evans so far. So we will see on that. We saw El Grande Americano
Oh,
try and get in one.
the sixth entrant will be decided on Raw between El Grande Americano, Bronson Reed, and Jey Uso.
Oh my
Oh,
God, they're gonna put
brother.
Jey Uso into the damn
Congratulations, Jey
chamber.
Uso.
Congratulations, El Grande Americano. Yes.
Yes.
See. I could
Oh,
see them throwing Bronson Reed in there just to put like a big body to throw people through the
yeah. A
pods.
tsunami from the top of the pod would be absolutely bonkers.
But you just know it's going to be put Jay in there so he can yeet from the top of one of the pods or something like that.
Yep.
Get that viral
Cool.
clip. Like, go
Yep.
get it.
All right. So
Um,
based on that knowledge, yeah, Austin, who are you taking?
in the men's match, Randy Orton.
Randy
Okay.
Orton.
I've got him putting on a very good match with Drew McIntyre. Probably having Drew walk away with it still. I don't want to see a Cody Rhodes Drew McIntyre run it back. I think best thing they can do, keep Cody Rhodes out of the main of like out of the WrestleMania like world title picture for 1 year. Have
Yeah.
him take a break for a year. Have it like reset so everyone's like not like, oh, he's fighting for a world title every year. Like, um, give it to someone else. Like, keep like have Drew hold it till SummerSlam at least. Like, he's got enough. He's got a great gimmick going on. I have no problems with it. I haven't got tired of Drew McIntyre yet. So till it, unless I mean, you can always put on a good feud with anyone. So have him until SummerSlam. See what the shape of WWE is at that time, whether you want to take it off him or keep it on him for longer, whatever. But I have Orton going into that just as a legitimate like guy that Drew McIntyre can beat instead of throwing in Jey Uso and it's like for the women, I have Oscar.
Okay.
Purely because down the line, I have a sneaky feeling they're gonna push Kairi Sane.
Yeah.
They're gonna have Kairi turn against Oscar
They
because
need to
Kairi, the huge
eventually.
baby face, can work. I can see it happening, but I have I have Oscar winning the chamber for this one.
I guess that rolls on to me. I do not have the same answer for either of the chambers as any of you.
Ooh.
I'll lead off with the men's elimination chamber. I think every single person in this match has something going on right now. Cody Rhodes with damn near everybody on the roster in SmackDown. Randy Orton in the thick of those things as well. LA Knight with the Vision. This might be a shot in the dark, but I think Trick Willie comes out of the chamber with a win.
Mm. That would be a super push in terms of just like,
I
hey, you
think
just got
the
called up,
super
go
push
main event
that
night one of WrestleMania.
I think the super push that everybody is putting Oba Femi into and everybody is putting Braun Breaker into, WWE is sneakily putting Trick Williams in. He has been on main roster television so much since he's got called up. He's clearly got a push on the horizon. He's already in the realm of competing for Drew McIntyre's title, and I don't think there's a sliver of a chance that Drew McIntyre loses this title at WrestleMania. This title run is going quite a bit to kind of peter out from a Cody Rhodes championship, a John Cena championship, even from the Roman Reigns championship. It's still petering out, so you can't really have a transition title in there anywhere. So I think Drew McIntyre's hanging on to this for a while. I don't think he'd hang on to it against Randy Orton, which is why I'm not picking Randy. LA Knight doesn't fit a match with Drew. Cody Rhodes, too much going on. Javon in there purely for hype. Jey Uso, they better not, or I'm gonna flip a flip a
Oh,
damn
OEC main
table.
Cat?
event El Grande Americano. Is that where
Can't
you're going
see
with
it.
Eee.
Can't see it. So by default, and by the fact that he's been absolutely stellar since being called up. I say if they're about to give a mega push to somebody, it looks like it's gonna be Trick Williams.
All
And
right.
for the women's elimination chamber, she's currently not in the match, so this could be completely blown by tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw. But I think the women's chamber match is very similar to the men's chamber match, where everybody's got something going on. But or more so they don't really fit a match with Jade Cargill in my opinion. I do like the triple threat call that you had, Josh, but I think a really fun storyline would be if Raquel Rodriguez wins this and Liv and Raquel are both choosing a match.
Okay. Care to elaborate?
So Liv Morgan, as we know, hasn't picked her opponent yet. I feel like that would draw some
she's set to
mixed
decide on
emotion.
Monday.
She's set to decide on Monday, but like I don't know. I feel like it would be pretty cool if Rocket if no, I could totally see Liv Morgan putting it off another week.
That I can
Think
see
of
that
her
happening as
character.
well. Like,
Yeah.
um, just to, I really want to see someone just not decide until
Yeah,
the
that'd
night
be
before,
cool.
like the night of WrestleMania.
Hmm.
I
I'd
could
love to
see it
see that.
being
Like,
something
it'd
like
be
Liv
both.
Morgan picking Jade Cargill and then Stephanie Vaquer getting mad. Something like that. But I don't know. It would be pretty cool to see like Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan fighting over who they want to fight at WrestleMania. Um, Other than that, Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill would go bonkers. Uh, so as a default pick, since Raquel's not even in the match yet, Rhea Ripley just based on 5-star match. There's nothing more to say about Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. That will feed families if that happens.
Do you
Yeah,
see them
fairly
dropping the
solid.
tag titles before then?
Tag
I think
titles.
so.
Yeah, because honestly, like kind of have her do double duty. Like, I'd like to think that
Yeah.
women's tag titles might feature at WrestleMania.
I
Um,
think they get taken off possibly by Lash and Nia to give Lash more of a
I enjoy that duo, by the way.
yeah.
We haven't chatted about it, but that is a great duo. I like Nia Jax is like the most recent run with
I
WWE has been
think
unreal.
that story could also be pushed by Io being in the Elimination Chamber, defeating Raquel and Kyrie on Monday. But yeah, I can't see Rio being the tag team champions at WrestleMania. That's such a waste. So um yeah, there's my spiel. It would be cool if Raquel and Liv were fighting over who they want to fight at WrestleMania to kind of drive the Judgment Day even more apart than it already is. But yeah, Trick Willie, Giant Push, and Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill would feed families. There's a summary of my prediction.
Nice way to wrap up today's episode. Austin, thank you so much for joining us. You are a wonderful guest, and you will never be invited back ever again. Not for any of the hot takes, just because you're wearing a McLaren sweater. Get that garbage out of here.
World champions, world champions.
Uh,
No.
Haas taking it all the way this year.
Three families, that would be unreal.
Come on. Everyone knows Aston Martin's taking it to the moon.
Fernando Alonso Legacy Drive. But that'll be saved for a Race Hangover podcast. Go check them out on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Austin, is that all they can find you on anymore?
Uh, Spotify as well. I'm not sure about Apple Music. Spirit Live, we are coming back live on Monday. Like this coming Monday. I don't know when this gets put out, but we are going back live on Mondays at oh man, I forgot when we go
Uh-oh.
live. Uh-oh.
Got to check with the
Or
boss.
check out our media pages and find out when we go live. Yeah, but I'm driving traffic to the social media by not telling them.
That's where
Please,
Austin will be looking as well to find out when the Race Hangover
yeah.
goes live. But
Uh,
until then, I've been Cam Sterling, joined by Josh Alderman and the Austin Terry. And until next week.